You don't need a towel, you don't need soap, and you don't get naked, at least in my sessions. But you might walk out feeling like you had the deepest reset of your life. If you've ever been curious about sound baths but not quite sure what actually happens, this is for you. Today, I'm answering one of the most common questions I get. What actually is a sound bath? If you've seen the term online or had a friend rave about one, or you've hovered over the book now button but you weren't quite sure what you were signing up for, let me walk you through it. A sound bath is a deeply immersive relaxation experience where you lie down, or sometimes sit, and are bathed in live sound. That's it. No water, no chanting required, no performance to watch. You simply rest while therapeutic sound is played around you. The sound might include instruments like crystal singing bowls, Tibetan singing bowls, gongs, chimes, drums, voice, tuning forks, or other acoustic instruments. Some practitioners use electronic instruments or curated tracks. Some amplify their instruments, especially in large venues, and some keep it purely acoustic and intimate. There is no single formula, and that's part of the beauty of it. What actually happens when you arrive? Let's say you book a session. You arrive at the venue, might be a yoga studio, a hall, a corporate space, or even outdoors. You set up your mat, preferably padded. Comfort is the priority here. Bring a pillow, a blanket, some water, an eye pillow if you want. Some venues provide everything, so it's worth checking beforehand. Once you're set up, you lie down or you sit, you get comfortable, and then you don't have to do anything. There may be a brief introduction, sometimes a short guided meditation, sometimes an intention-setting moment. Then the sound begins, and it builds, and it moves, and it shifts. You don't have to focus, you don't have to clear your mind, you don't have to get it right. You just listen with your whole body. What does it feel like? This is where it gets interesting. People often report a deep sense of calm, physical heaviness. They may experience some tingling in their body, emotional release, visual imagery. I get a lot of people saying they see colors with the sounds, time distortion, and profound stillness. Some people fall asleep. Some people enter a deep state of meditation, maybe one they've never been able to access before. Some feel nothing dramatic at all, just deeply rested. And that's important. There's no single correct experience. We have no goals or targets here. The reason it works, briefly, is that sound doesn't just enter through your ears. It's vibration. It interacts with the body physically. Rhythm and tone communicate directly with the nervous system. You don't have to understand it intellectually for your body to respond. There are many different formats for sound baths. Sound baths aren't one size fits all. Over the years, I've facilitated deep, long, immersive journeys, themed journeys built around a song or a mantra, sound baths within yoga classes, drop-in sound lounges at conference like 10-minute recharge sessions, seated sound meditations for corporate teams, ambient sound sessions that simply set the tone for an event, outdoor sound baths, including one that got completely rain-drenched, interactive sessions with special needs children and adults, and aerial sound baths where participants float in hammocks, which is a really unique experience. Each format can serve a different audience and purpose. Some practitioners follow a consistent structure every time. Personally, I like to adapt. I might introduce themes, intentions, specific musical structures or instruments, or weave in elements from different therapeutic approaches, depending on who I'm working with. There's space for creativity and responsibility. I'd like to have a brief word about professionalism. Because this industry is unregulated in many places, it's important to say this. Please choose a practitioner who is trained, experienced, and understands both the musical and therapeutic dimensions of what they're doing. Sound is powerful. Volume matters. Frequency combinations matter. Structure matters. Buying a set of bowls does not equal training. Ask about qualifications, ask about experience, and ask about approach. A good practitioner will welcome those questions. So how do you prepare for your first sound bath? Keep it simple. Bring a comfortable padded mat. Bring a pillow or two and a blanket. Bring water. You can bring an eye pillow or an eye mask if you want. Wear comfortable clothing. Eat lightly beforehand or wait until after the sound bath to eat. And try to arrive a few minutes early. And most importantly, come with openness, not expectation. If you haven't experienced a sound bath, why try one? If you struggle with traditional meditation, if your mind is busy, if your body feels tense, if you're curious but slightly skeptical, a sound bath might surprise you. You remain fully clothed. You don't have to talk. You don't have to perform spirituality. You just rest. And sometimes in a world that is constantly demanding your attention, that alone is transformative. If you've been curious about trying a sound bath, consider this your invitation to explore, whether with me or another experienced practitioner. Let yourself experience it before forming a final opinion and try a few different types of sound baths. If one doesn't do it for you, maybe another will. You might just discover that doing nothing in a room full of sound is exactly what your nervous system has been asking for.